Okay, guys, so we met a guy on Saturday at the Pendergrass flea market, and we showed clips from there. And he said that he had a storage locker and that we could come by and look through it. He actually has 3 storage lockers. This is the first one.
Hey there, kids. Welcome back. David from Atomic Candy, and blocking my view is the amazing Miss Lady Pop Hunter, my glorious wife. And what you are about to see is film footage, oh my God, of an absolutely epic storage locker cherry pick. Because that's what it was. Ran into a guy. He's got 3 full-size storage lockers full of toys and action figures, and we went cherry picking.
Yeah.
And at the end of the video, I'm gonna show a close-up photo of his business card, because he will let other people come and take a look at those by appointment.
Yeah.
So
and we'll also leave the phone number in the description.
Leave some contact info.
Text. If you want to come look, just send him a text.
Yeah, that's right. He would prefer to text. So if you're in that area, or you're going to be in the Atlanta area and you want to schedule with this guy, he's cool with it. So watch the video. If you see something, you're like, hey, wait a minute, I'd like to check that stuff out. There you go. We're not going to be selfish about it. We're going to share it with all of you so that you can have some fun like we did. So let's go ahead and take a look at that footage, and then afterwards we're going to show you what we found.
Okay, guys, so we met a guy on Saturday at the Pendergrass flea market, and we showed clips from there. And he said that he had a storage locker and that we could come by and look through it. He actually has 3 storage lockers. This is the first one. We started looking through, and he said it was okay for us to film and give out his information, so if anybody wants to come by, they can. So let's start on this side. He has, in this locker, it's kind of dark. I hope y'all are able to see. But in here, we got some transformers. And I'll try and pull out a few for you to see. The lighting is very bad, but maybe you can get an idea. I don't know a lot about Transformers, so I'm not going to even try to talk on it.
Yeah,
I'm going to just show it.
There's a lot of Beast Wars.
Okay.
Beast Wars stuff. And then a ton of G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I'm moving down towards the G.I. Joe, and I'll pull some of that out. The lighting looks like it's a little better, so yeah, I might be able to pull some of that out. Okay, now we got the G.I. Joe, and he has it pretty organized.
Yeah.
So if you were to come by, you can get an idea, and he works with you on pricing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of reproduction stuff too.
Yeah.
G.I. Joes like these. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
You watching, Johnny? Yeah. Some nice stuff.
Yeah. And he has the storage lockers pretty organized, like I said. Like in this one, he has G.I. Joe. He has some Masters of the Universe, Thundercats, Transformers, that kind of stuff in here. And then in the other ones, we'll take a look. I like this Destro here.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I had this whole set at one point.
Mm-hmm.
See the figures on the back?
Oh, okay. It comes with quite a bit.
Yeah, they do.
So again, I'm not going to pull everything. I'm going to just pull out a few things because it is a lot. But just to give you an idea that this guy has a lot of stuff. And, you know, he kind of leaves you alone to take your time and go through. He doesn't care if you pull things out. And we've started, this is the first locker that we've started pulling things out.
Did you catch this stuff?
Oh, wow, no.
Look over here.
Look
what's in here.
You know I'm going to have to take my time.
Yeah,
on this one.
These 3 boxes, I think, are all
Okay, I'm
vintage
gonna have
wrestlers.
to pull all that down.
And you don't see the bendies that often.
No. Then we get into some Halo. It says My Little Pony, but I see Planet of the Apes in there. Some video games.
Same difference.
Planet of the Apes. This is some Harry
Hobbit.
Potter.
No, that's
Hobbit. And it said Master of the Universe, but that says Steel.
There is Harry Potter over here, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then Simpsons up here. Simpsons, yeah. Digimon.
Yeah, some Simpsons.
Mask figures down there.
A lot of stuff. Oh, this is what's that thing?
Underdog.
Oh, I remember Underdog.
Yeah, these are. I haven't seen these in a minute. Look at this.
Oh man, that's cool.
Muppets.
Yeah, he got a ton of Muppets in the other one. And some stuff on the side, and then he got all of these boxes, and he doesn't care if you go through these boxes.
Yeah, he says, or if something is not sealed, go ahead and take a look at it.
Yeah.
So this is candy store time here. This is really fun.
Yeah.
The prices, the chances are, if it's got a price on it, it's not my price.
Okay.
Okay.
It may be. We bought a lot of stuff on clearance. So we'll see, Walmart and Kohl's and those kind of prices, but his prices will be a lot higher than mine. So
okay,
some stuff may have
Repro Dr. Evil.
We got some Austin Powers on there, some Spawn. This is all a Spawn section right here. Again, I'm gonna just kind of skim over it a little bit. I'm gonna pull some things out, but it's a lot, so I want to just give you an idea of what he has. And then we'll move over to the next. When I see something that's super interesting, I'll pull it out. But
we'll pan through the others, and maybe we'll pull a couple things out for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna have a good time in here. We wanted to share it with you.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll get a chance, or maybe if anybody is visiting the Illinois area.
This ain't Illinois. It's me in Georgia.
Oh God, I got lost. Maybe if you're visiting the Georgia, Atlanta area, we can even bring you down here sometime.
Yeah, it's the Georgia heat getting to them.
Yeah, well, it's warm in these lockers.
Yeah,
I'm just
it
a
is.
little excited because I've spotted a couple of things already. That
Oh
like,
boy.
crap,
Okay, so we're at one of the other lockers now, and this one he's heavy on Star Wars figures. So let's see. So I see a Hulk. I think that's a bus.
Actually, I
like this.
I think almost this whole wall is Marvel Legends.
Oh, okay.
He's got a lot of Toy Biz Marvel, and then Marvel Legends, like you see the Hercules up here.
Yeah,
and
I like these Marvels. Can you pull that out? I just want to show. Okay, yeah, like that. I love those
kind.
I'm not a Marvel collector, but I like this packaging and how that looks, and he has a ton of those.
Look at this.
Oh, look at that thing.
It is the thing.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, actually got it right and not even trying.
That's the one, that's like the one you gave me.
Yeah, I bought David a bunch of these for his birthday and Christmas because I just like that style. So I figured he should like it because I like it. And again, I don't collect Marvel, but I know that he does, so I try to get him something.
And yeah, this is all Marvel.
Yeah, they got these kind of Marvels here.
3 3/4 inch.
Yeah.
There's a pile of the old Toy Biz in here.
And then you have these itty bitty Marvels like this. So he got a ton of those. Wow. So it's just a lot of stuff. If you're a new collector or you thinking about collecting, this is a place that you can start because it's just so much that you can complete sets, you can make sets, you can come in and get an idea of, hey, you know what, I think I might like that. Over here is Star Wars.
Down these 2 lanes, like you see these narrow lanes, it's all DC stuff, it looks like, on the inside lanes. If you walk down there a little bit,
okay, let me see.
You're gonna see.
Hopefully you can see because it's starting to get kind of dark. And then these boxes aren't like all open. Like this one says Mad
like
Batman and DC Comics.
DC character figures and stuff in these packages. Like here, you know,
this thing.
It's Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy. And it's kind of tight, so it's hard for me to move around. But I hope you get an idea of what we're looking at.
Watchmen. See, DC's The Watchmen, and then
this is the animated series.
And there's thousands of action figures.
Yeah, we're not doing this place any justice because it's tight and it's getting kind of dark. But I hope you're getting the idea with what we are filming.
Take a look at this one up here.
Oh man,
Han Solo on the Tauntaun Deluxe Edition.
And then you got that James Earl Jones. What's his name?
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. I just remember James Earl Jones did the voice. But you get the idea. Is a lot of stuff. Is the point. A lot of nice things. A lot of stuff if you want to start collecting. If you are a collector, if you need to. That looked kind of vintagey.
That is.
Oh wait, hold on. You can't see at all. Okay.
That is 80s.
Oh wow, that's vintage.
Yeah, well, he's got more vintage stuff in the third storage locker. He was saying.
Yeah.
I mean, this is played with, but that's still, you know, the box is open and the contents are touched. But you know, sometimes that doesn't matter. Yeah,
to some people it really doesn't.
Some people want to display it loose.
Okay, we're gonna walk down to the other one. Yeah. I guess again, trying to get as much as we can. David saw something. Oh, he loves Ghost Rider, so I know. It's a vinyl kit.
I thought this was something else, but still, that's pretty cool.
Okay, we're going to walk down to the other. Okay, this is the next locker. This one is a mixed bag kind of locker. He has a lot of loose figures, some comic books, bunch of loose figures, bunch of books, the graphic novels. Ow. I broke my nail. Bunch of comic books, loose figures.
Yeah, there's bins full of loose stuff here.
And then he got some blind boxes, random blind boxes. Out of Wacky Gobbler.
Look, Gabriel Prairie Wagon, the Captain Power Jet. He's got some vintage items mixed in through here.
Yeah.
In this one.
Another Hulk bust. I've seen that Dark Knight Strikes Again before.
I had that. I traded it to somebody. Look at this.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Superpower. A little cityscape. I see some Hot Wheels down there. Sinbad.
Hey, check this out.
GoBots.
GoBots.
Bunch of books.
Awesome.
Some baseball cards or some type of cards. I don't know. They're cards. Cowboy Bebop.
The hell you say?
Turtles.
Battle of the Planets and Superpowers. Oh, yeah.
Some vintage Ninja Turtle. I looked through those. All of those are April O'Neil.
Are they? Oh, yeah, you're right. Wow.
And then a bunch of Charlie Browns.
Take a look at the condition, though.
Unpunched.
They're unpunched.
The cards are in great shape.
They're clean as a whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a big line.
They're nice. All of those are April all the way back?
I looked at about 3 of them, and it was April the first 3.
Yeah, it does. You're right. They're all April. That's crazy.
Some lunch boxes. This is all in the language.
That's a cool looking.
Robotech. Harry Potter.
Bin Laden. It looks like some Mark's horses down there.
Yeah, and that old lunchbox. They got some Monster University, and these are nice. I'm not into that, but those are nice.
There's
a little
something you
alternative.
might be though.
Yeah,
These are nice. I like
they,
these.
They are. I like
Charlie
those.
Browns. You might even be able to put together a whole set.
Mm-hmm. They got some Muppets, Smurfs. Oh, these Smurfs are pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I'm a fan of the Smurfs.
Yeah.
These are the Jack's Pacific recreations of the classics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got P.O. houses. These are reproductions of the original little Smurf houses that they used to sell in the drugstores back in the 70s and 80s.
Mm-hmm.
These are nice.
Some Power Rangers. Yogi.
Ignore that Barbie that I just saw.
What
Ignore
Barbie?
her! No, the Barbie stocking with the doll in it. No Barbies. No Barbie for
some
you.
Muppets, some My Little Pony. So we got a lot of stuff here, guys. We're going to be giving, he said it's okay if we share his phone number.
Yeah.
So you can call him and make arrangements to come out and look at some things. So we'll be putting that down, and you can contact him, send him a text. He loves to get texts, or give him a call, but he'd rather you text him. And excuse me, he'll make an arrangement.
Take a look in this box. Do we see Migos? Do we see Mark's Best of the West?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah, turned up.
John from he's wearing his vest actually, but that's John from Chips. But he's got some vintage there's Paunch.
Mm-hmm.
Some vintage Migos and other figures down in here. It's kind of mixed up. Here's another Best of the... No, that's not... Who the hell is that? That's nobody. Sorry.
And he doesn't care if you dig through all the boxes.
Yeah, he said go ahead and pull it all apart.
Dig
Just
it all
be
out.
careful,
Just have it...
know.
Yeah, of course.
Have a little respect.
Yeah, don't tear up his stuff.
Bunch of loose Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we are collectors, so we're gonna be gentle. But
Yeah, we're not gonna
it's
just
exciting.
throw stuff around.
It's exciting to have the opportunity.
Yeah, to even look at this stuff.
Yeah.
So I hope y'all got a good idea of what's what. And again, we'll leave his contact information so that you
And
can...
if we could, we'd buy everything he had.
Not everything, because some of this stuff I won't want now.
Well,
You're
yeah,
going
but
too
I mean,
far.
we could sell or trade the rest. You remember I
That
used
shows
to
what
sell
connects.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd love to... That's interesting. Love to share it with y'all.
You got a bunch of buttons. I don't know if you can see it. Bunch of buttons and pins.
Oh, the Muppets in Space playset.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's
Darth Vader.
1978 13-inch Darth Vader.
See how he just knew what year that came out?
Hey, I've been doing this for a long time.
I guess.
Look at that.
Okay.
The Night Spectre. Just still having some fun in here because there's just so much to look at. And I pulled this down and teased Johnny a little bit. Johnny from MIB Master Museum. You should check him out sometime. But these are the commemorative editions of these. If I can do that with one hand. See? Never been removed, never been played with, but they're in a tray box so that you can open and close it. That's nice. And look at the commemorative hiss up there. See it? If I can get it down.
Commemorative what?
Whoa. Look at this.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Past and
That's
present. Grab that off the top of that
Mm-hmm.
so I can show. Let me look at the front there. See
Oh,
that? That's the
you're looking at this. Oh,
that's
wow,
the commemorative
that's
edition hiss with driver.
That's nice.
25th anniversary attack on Cobra. This is just like treasure hunt time. I love doing this. I love when we find stuff like this, like when we showed that garage sale from last year where the guy had a lot of action figures, but it was mostly newer stuff. This is a lot of 90s stuff mostly. 90s, early 2000s. There's a ton of McFarlane there. I'm just going to ignore that. McFarlane sports figures. But the rest of it, yeah, I got to tell my McFarlane story sometime about when Jeff almost beat him to death. I met McFarlane at a convention and there was a confrontation, but I'll save that story for another time.
Yay!
Yay! Indiana Jones, Last Action Hero, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Alfred E. Newman. You know, we're just going through this again because we're just having fun. That one's falling off.
I'm gonna go down to the other.
Hellraiser Series 2. NECA Rambo. So he's got a combination of newer and older stuff. Fewer of the older stuff, obviously, but hey, man, this is just really a good time. And it just makes me reminiscent of when, quite frankly, I could walk into a storage like this and it was mine before I got robbed by the evil X. But what are you going to do? What do we got there? Oh. Beast Wars, but a Japanese version. Now that's pretty cool. Folks, I wish you were here with me. I know there's a handful of subscribers that we communicate with a lot that would just love to be here with us. And you know, if you're ever down in Georgia again, you wanted to team up and take a trip, we'd be happy to join you. Let me catch up with my wife. She slipped off to another locker. Ronin Warriors. I haven't seen one of these in forever. I had gotten a whole collection of these for Toby once. That's just cool. Look at this. Space Racer, which of course is a play on Speed Racer because that's supposed to be Racer X in his car. There's Speed Racer figures behind there. Look. The Dune Spy Scout. Wow.
He has some.
There's a lot of statues here as well.
It might be Unit.
Look at this. Look at this. Holy crap. The Major Matt Mason Space Crawler. I used to have the entire Major Matt Mason series. That's really cool. Who remembers Capsilla by Playtech? That's really cool. Dragon Ball Z by Irwin. There's a whole case of them. VR Troopers, I remember this. Yeah, absolutely. Kids in a candy store here. We are having a blast, and she has found so much cool stuff, and I found some cool stuff. And when we're done here, we're going to show you everything that we found. We're going to show you what our pickups are. Martha Washington. And share that with you, the things that we discovered digging around. Power Rangers. Lots of Power Ranger stuff. My Little Pony. Muppet Show. That's pretty cool. Muppet Show stuff. And like we said, this guy is just really reasonable. He's just got a lot of stuff. And Zoids? Holy crap, it is Zoids. Wow, you hardly ever see this. You hardly ever see Zoids. This is like a big thing from the 80s. Let me see if I can find it. I'm just looking for the date, because I think if this is the series I'm thinking of, Zoids. Oh, this is the remake. This is 2003. The original Zoids was like 1983 or something. But still, I mean, you don't see the remakes either. Robotech, Exo Squad. Let's see, look at the Exo Squad stuff. I remember when Exo Squad was on clearance everywhere because nobody wanted it. Now you can't find it. Bins full of vintage Star Wars items loose. There's a 14-inch Chewbacca in there. There he is. Oh no, his leg is broken. Oh, Chewbacca. Gosh. How my heart's broken too. Wow, look at all this. More bin full of vintage Star Wars stuff. All loose. Anyway, like I was saying, I was just reminiscing a little bit. Actually, some of that is newer back there, but some of this, it's like a mixture of new and old. But, just reminds me of the glory days when I was in Boston and I was a dealer. I wish I could buy everything he's got, and then I would sell it. His bags full of Best of the West accessories, and I would sell all the extra stuff really, really cheap, and use that money to fund my collection, because that's basically what I do, you know. And that's fun when you can get to that point where you're selling stuff or trading stuff, and all it does is generate back into your collection, and your collection just gets bigger and bigger. Ultraman vinyl figures. Awesome. Let me see if I can catch up with Lady Pop Hunter. Looks at this extremely like Eastern European block looking Shazam here. If you can see it, because I know the lighting back here is kind of bad. This is where all the DC stuff is. I'm going to try to look. I can't help myself, because this is just incredible. Mad Magazine. Yeah, we could do without that. '75th anniversary DC. Eclipso. Wow. Is that, yeah. Get that Mr. Freeze. That's incredible. That's nice. And what in the hell? We're going to pretend we didn't see that one. Let's just put that right back where it came from. Oh, you would ask. It's a, like, super pony plushie named Comet. The super horse. Yeah, that was my sentiment exactly. Wow. Batman animated series. So much stuff in here. Microverse. I mean, every trip out here would be an all-day project. Because you could just spend hours in here, and dude doesn't mind. He's just doing what he does.
Yeah. You got to spend a day in one locker, so you got to collect it 3 times in order to be effective. Oh, look at Selena.
What'd you find?
Selena from Gotham, the Diamond Select.
Can we burn it? Selena, she's like the worst character on that show. Kingpin.
We gotta get back to that sooner. The other got the Flash.
Uh-huh. Is that a KB price tag on there?
Yeah, KB Toys.
Yep.
$21.99.
I thought so. Look at this. DC Superheroes series. DC Multiverse. The Sandman. Batman Begins. My goodness. Just still trying to give you an idea what's in here. Total Justice. Catwoman cookie jar. Awesome. Tight quarters in this back area here. Oh my. Wait a minute. Oh, it's these. I was like, what's in the box? What's in the box? It's the DC Super Friends. Some of these cases even open up on top here. Gosh. What happened?
He was trying to throw the thing into the trash can.
Oops.
Bad furries.
And of
And
course,
we are
tons
back.
and tons
and
of.
God, where do we start? Because we got a lot of stuff. Although Lady Pop Hunter got the lion's share, but that's all right because she is amazing, and I love her anyway. First of all, this is hers. Mega Punch He-Man from the Masters 200X. He had a lot of 200X and a lot of Four Horsemen stuff. And I've never seen this one.
Yeah, I never seen that one too. So since he had it and he works with you on the price,
Oh yeah,
it was super cheap. So I got it to fill out my 200X line. So
yeah,
I got a lot of them now, and I made it up in my mind that I wasn't going to get the variants of because there's a lot of variants of Skeletor and He-Man.
yeah.
But because he had these so cheap, I went ahead and got them.
And then you've got martial arts He-Man with some weapons that have nothing to do with martial arts, except maybe that looks like it could be nunchucks, but it looks like it would be really dangerous to catch because it's got spikes all around the handles. I don't know about that one. I guess there's some kind of a wrist action where his wrist spins, or this wrist, it spins around to make it look like he's whipping something around. That's pretty cool. I don't remember seeing this one either.
I don't remember this in the TV show.
Well,
either.
none of this was in the TV show.
We watched them. Some of them, the variants, they had it went along with an episode. I don't remember this one, but you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Snake Hunter He-Man, 200X. And these packages are in fantastic shape, by the way.
Got a little dust, but you can wipe that off.
Yeah, the dust is not that big a
Get
deal.
some Clorox wipes and wipe that off.
That's nice. And wrestlers, man, you know she's got to get into the classic wrestlers, and these are Jakks Pacific Classic Superstars. Hacksaw, Jim Duggan. Ho! You remember Jim Duggan? Jim Duggan's awesome. That's the rest of the series back there. This one's like 2003, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
it is.
that's what is, and we'll do a
Or
full
2004.
a full
2004.
detail on
Yes.
on the lines here.
She's going to do some a couple of showcase videos, so watch out for that coming up on Lady Pop Hunter. Classic Superstars, The Undertaker. This is heavy.
Yeah.
It looks like a statue. If you look at it, there's zero articulation, and he's got the thickest neck in the world, and Sarah is written on it.
Yeah, that's when he got married to his second wife, and he tattooed Sarah on his neck. So that'll kind of give you a timeline of what part of his career he was in, because that came in the second. I guess you would call it like the second half.
Second or third phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got Sarah tattooed on his neck. So some action figures you'll see with a tattoo on his neck. Some you won't. The ones that don't are the earlier part of his career before he was married to Sarah, because Sarah, I think, was his second wife.
Yeah.
He tattooed.
And people like to look for those stuff without the marks when he wasn't all tatted up real bad. Never tattoo your girlfriend's name or wife's name on your neck. Just saying.
Any part of your body.
Yeah. I would never leave her to save my life, but I would not tattoo her name on my neck. More Jakks Pacific. Mankind!
Yeah.
Mankind. And that's a cool one. And he's got the belt. There's the back of the package.
Yeah, and he got some nice ones in the series.
Yeah.
So
Sergeant
look for
Slaughter
a few of them.
Georgie Animal
Like
Steel.
that Ric Flair is really nice.
Yeah, these are some nice figures, actually. More wrestlers. One half of the Legion of Doom. It's the Legion of Doom, is it? No, Road Warriors. What am I saying? These are the Road Warriors. Animal from the Road Warriors, and his tag team partner, Hawk, which they could have called themselves Hawk and Bird. And and he could have called himself Warthog and Hawk. And there's a ticket in there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, see this?
Oh, yeah. It's
A
in this one, too.
reproduction of a WrestleMania ticket. Atlantic City.
Yeah. 1988, March 27, 1988.
Mm-hmm. And there's Papa Shango on the back, and Kamala. Poor Kamala. That guy ended up in a bad way.
Yeah.
And Paul Bear. Paul Bear. One of my favorites here from back in the day. Sergeant Slaughter with a $12, $11.99 Toys R Us price tag right across his face. Come on. I don't mind price tags being on figures as long as they're not too big and as long as they don't obstruct the view. Like if it was stuck like here or here, I wouldn't care so much, but that bothers me a little bit.
Yeah, I'll take that off a little later.
If you can do it cleanly, because, you know, if they've been on for a long time, sometimes they leave a mark, but we'll see. I won't worry about it too much.
Mm.
There you go, Sergeant Slaughter. And don't worry, I got some stuff too. This is something probably most of you will not know what this is, and I may do a showcase video on this. 1976 Tomy Toys Mighty Max, the original Mighty Max, not the Mighty Max micro figures from the early 90s that was the boys version of Polly Pocket. The original Mighty Max, who was a robot like transforming toy in a window display box, as you can see here, and this one unplayed with. The sticker sheet isn't even touched. That, I know what this is, and I had one of these once before, and I was just like, oh man, I gotta get that. But yeah, this is an item that a lot of people, they probably have no clue. They don't remember this unless they grew up in this time period. And like I said, I may do a showcase on this one. I got a really good price on this. I'm real happy to have found that. Because as you see, I mean, he has some older stuff as well. Another thing that I have here too, some of you He-Man fanatics are going to recognize this. The Warrior Beasts by Remco. And this is in 1982 Remco, when Remco was trying to basically kind of rip off Masters of the Universe by making Masters of the Universe stylized figures. And they kind of tied in with DC. If you see on the back, they've got Iraq and the Warlord, who are primarily like DC Comics characters. I think Hercules was too, a not too well-known character. They made a lot more than what you see pictured here. But finding these intact or carded in any condition, because this card is actually, you can see it's pretty yellow. It's not in the best shape. But finding these in any kind of condition is damn near impossible. And I was just like, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. You know, why not? She's got some more stuff here. We had a great time. Look at that. Get into the action. This is the Ringside Rebels 12-inch Undertaker. Try me, I'll make you famous. No tattoos at all on this figure. Nothing. And pictured on the back are the other two figures that they made for this series. The Rock and Steve Austin. Rare to find like this. So, you know how she is. It's wrestling, it's the Undertaker. Gotta go for it, right?
Yeah. Let me get this.
Yeah, take those, do those first. These need to be cleaned up a little bit. The frames need to be cleaned up a little bit. How about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series animation cells matted and framed? And all of this is on the surface of the glass. So we're going to clean these up. Got a great price on these. We got two of them because she got another one here. He had more animation cells, but these are the two she picked. There's the Shredder. How cool is that? How cool is that? That is awesome.
Now back to wrestlers.
Oh, yes. She almost didn't see these. I pulled the box down. I was like, "Did you see these?" No, she didn't, but she sure got them. And these are made by, who was it? Toy makers, original toy makers.
The original
made
toy
these.
makers.
And this was kind of picking up where LJN dropped off with these super hard rubber figures. And this Ric Flair, obviously. This card is really nice on this one.
Yeah.
A couple of them are beat up. A couple of them, the cards are pretty nice. But it's Ric Flair. Awesome. What else you got here? Another Ric Flair in a different packaging. A little bit of warping, but it's okay. Great price on these. He cut her a real nice deal for these. And again, she's going to be showcasing some of these.
Yeah, I'll do a review on
Booker T, the Harlem Heart. But she's never had any of this series before.
No.
So this,
this one is all classics, and if you watch it long enough, you know I like classic wrestlers. So this is right up my alley.
and by classic or golden age of wrestling, we mean like 1975 to 1995 ish.
Yeah, in that range. That's when I stopped watching, about 95-ish.
Sting, and this is one of the talkers, but he doesn't talk anymore. See, there's a red button on his side, and you're supposed to press it, and it makes like authentic ringside sounds. But you know, after all this time, after like 20 years or so, batteries died. Yeah, he's got nothing left to say. He's all done. Look at the original price. It's there's a Walmart price tag on there for $4.96. That is very interesting. I always like to see the old prices, and I like that it's a tiny price tag too. Who you got here? Chris Benoit.
Yeah, he killed himself and his family. I think he was the one that killed himself and his family, his wife and kids. Yeah.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. It's one of the reasons why he will never be in their WWE Hall of Fame, unfortunately.
But he was a good wrestler.
He was very good. He was a very good technical wrestler. He's like Bret Hart, very good technical wrestler. $5.99 Kmart. What else you got? Oh no! Hulk Hogan, yellow shirt Hulk Hogan. It says WCW, but he wasn't this anymore until the tail end of WCW when he converted back. But I don't know if this ties in 1994. I don't know if that ties in with that, or they just made him that way. Yeah. But I don't remember.
With WCW, he was with the NWO.
Yeah, that's what he had turned. That's after he turned heel. Hollywood Hulk Hogan. But you don't not get Hulk Hogan. Okay. I mean, he is the poster boy for the crux of wrestling, of their popularity. He was right on board with when it really peaked in the early to mid 80s. And Survivor Series, Mankind, Titantron Live. Very nice.
Yeah.
As you see, mostly wrestlers, some He-Man, a couple of oddball items for me because I am odd. And that's our haul.
Yeah, and he has a ton.
God, he does.
Because he had a storage locker with just Star Wars, Marvel Legends, DC stuff, McFarlane and Spawn. Then he had another locker with Thundercats, and you'll see it all in the video.
Yeah, of course, you've seen it all in the video.
But he just has a ton of stuff. And
there's more because he has what, three booths at the county fair.
Yeah, and we showed that in a video because we first went to the flea market and we saw him, and he told us about his storage locker and gave us his phone number and told us to call and make an appointment to come by. And then we did. And that's where we went to the storage locker. And he has even more stuff than the storage locker and the
store, because he's got stuff at home he's still sorting through and bringing to one or the other. So there's a lot going on. And we will be visiting with him again, and hopefully you'll get a chance to check that out yourselves. And good luck. You know, I'm sure there's something there for everybody. So I mean, if you're an action figure collector, you're gonna find something.
Yeah.
And even though the stuff is not priced, because almost nothing in the locker was priced. The stuff in the stores at the county fair are priced, or flea market.
Flea market.
The stuff at the flea market's all priced, and it's very reasonable.
Yeah.
And then it's not priced there, but he'll cut you a real good deal. He looks it up, and then I mean he'll sell it for like half of whatever it usually sells for. So he's very reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for joining us. We hope you get a chance to check that out. If you like the video, please do give us a thumbs up, share the video, and if you're new, subscribe, hit the notifications icon, check out some of our other content. We do a lot more than hunt and showcase videos. We do a lot of stuff on this channel. The more of you there are, the more we can do here. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.